Hello YouTube, ValleyGirl5678 here, and it's time to talk about the new Troye Sivan album, Something to Give Each Other. This is the third LP from ex-YouTuber and token twink representation in pop music, Troye Sivan. This album follows 2018's Bloom, which was fairly well received and had the iconic single, My. I think about that song at least once a month. Let me rephrase, I think about that video once a month. That video made me realize that deep down, I am just a gay man. This entire album is so well produced and cohesive in its sounds and themes. One aspect of this is that while the album does not have a title track, the title of the album, Something to Give Each Other, is actually said on the album as a lyric in two different tracks. The first one chronologically being track 4, In My Room, featuring, I am really gonna try not to butcher this, Guitarrica de la Fuente, and it's used as the lyric in the outro of the song. This is such a chill, borderline like bedroom pop track. I love the metaphor of Troye being in his room as him being in his head. Overall, it's just a super chill, yearny bop. The second time the title of the album is said is in Got Me Started, which was the second single for this album rollout. This track obviously samples Shooting Stars by the Bag Raiders in an ingenious way, I might add. Honestly, I think this is one of the best pop songs of the year, hands down. The other and first single for this album rollout is of course Rush, which is the opening track of the album. I actually think it's super smart putting this track first, as it really just like snaps you into the thematic and sonic space of the album through something that's already familiar to the majority of the people going to listen to the album. It's kind of like, all right, y'all know this song, y'all know this video, you know the vibes, let's go. I mean, it's an iconic gay pop song. Of course, there's the double entendre of feeling the rush from sex or connection or whatever, but also like feeling the rush from Rush. Like poppers. It's genius! And while it did take a second to grow on me, I will admit, the juxtaposition of his normal singing voice in the verses to the deeper voice in the choruses really does represent so well the complexity yet simplicity of the gay man experience. And I'm saying this as a gay man. The melodies in the verses slap so hard. I love the production overall, but I especially love the production in the post-chorus. With the vocoder, it's just straight fire. I don't know what to tell you. Speaking of a vocoder being absolutely lit, track 3, One of Your Girls, uses a vocoder on his vocals in the choruses to give a sad robot vibe, which Troye explained in like the Spotify About the Song thing. And it's just so perfect given what the song is about. And honestly, I think it's really the cherry on top to the effectiveness of the track. Troye said it's his favorite song on the album, and I would have to agree with him. Like, the song is synth pop perfection. Plus the music video, like, literally, I do not care. Pause this video and go watch that music video if you have not seen it. Like, ICONIC, iconic. Another fave of mine is track 6, Can't Go Back Baby, which is another track that ingeniously uses a sample. On here, Troye samples Jessica Pratt's Back Baby, and it just works and is used so well with the production and the melody of the song, but also with the lyrics and the theme of the song. Like, he really married the sample to the bones of the song, if that makes sense. I'm obsessed. My other personal favorite is track 8, Silly. It's such a groovy track, especially the chorus. Like, the chorus gets my booty going. I love his performance on this track, and I love the idea of and the use of the word silly in today's terms. Like, in many ways, it feels like a time capsule. It's just such a fun, sexy song. Now, while those are all my favorites off the album, the remaining tracks are honestly all great as well. Track 2, What's the Time Where You Are, is a slay dance track with sexy ad-libs that make you want to take your clothes off. Again, in the Explain the Song Spotify thing, Troye said that the idea for the song came from someone texting him, what's the time where you are? And he said it felt very sweet and romantic to him in the sense of continuing to converse and connect with someone no matter how mundane the topic is. Track 5, Still Got It, is very much a track 5 in like the deep cut sense. The first couple piano chords of the song sounds like the beginning of Bleeding Love by Leona Lewis, and I feel like it's intentional given the theme of the song being Troye realizing he's still got it bad for someone in his past. Like, he's still bleeding love for them. At first, I wasn't sure if the synthy outro fit or was necessary, but it's definitely grown on me, and I'm at least not mad at it. Track 9, Honey, is another dance track that is smooth like honey. Thank you. you. The lyric, I see love in every space, I see sex in every city, every town, felt like part of the mission statement of the album, according to Troye on Spotify, which obviously makes a lot of sense. And then track 10, the closing track, How to Stay With You, closes off this album about connection and sex and love through queerness on a yearny and hopeful yet uncertain note, which thematically works really well because this album is not about long-term monogamous love at all. It's about queer dating in the modern age. And honestly, nothing sums up queer dating in 2023 more than yearning and hoping through the uncertainty of it all. The instrumentation and production is so good, especially in the chorus with those bassy vibes. And I find it really cool how the instrumentation and production on this track, being the most natural compared to the rest of the songs on the album, is still really cohesive with the dancey and synthy production and instrumentation that is mainly the rest of the album. Overall, I am honestly really impressed. Like, listen, I've been with Troye since his YouTube days before he came out. I actually remember posting on Facebook in like 2010 or 2009 or something along the lines of like a screenshot of one of his videos with the text being, introducing my new obsession, Troye Sivan. Like, I've been crushing on Twink since Nicki Minaj released Pink Friday. And here we are in 2023. Pink Friday 2 is coming out in a few weeks, and I'm just a freaky young thing, a bisexual. Like, now I realize that me crushing on Troye in 2010 was just one of the many signs that went whoop right over my head for like 10 years. But I digress. I've always been a big fan of him as a person in pop culture. But to be honest, while his music has never necessarily felt mid to me, it's never really connected with me that much. Not necessarily even thematically or lyrically, but like sonically. Like, I've always been in the know and into his singles and stuff, but he had yet to fully like pull me into his art and like him as an artist, not just a pop culture figure. Until now. The album and era is just so cohesive and clear in its messaging and aesthetic. And honestly, I think this album is an instant classic, and it is going to pave the way for more and more twink pop girlies to come to the surface. I'm honestly just really proud of him. 9. Thank you so much for watching this video. I would love to hear what you thought about this album in the comments. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and make sure to check out my Spotify linked below. I have so many playlists. I have a playlist for every emotion, every vibe, every season, every genre. I'm a little crazy. But anyways, thank you again for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!